Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars. Let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today. Starting off on this 4-hour time frame where Bitcoin got another rejection from this 0.236 Fibonacci level, sitting at 58.2K, roughly speaking. And this is exactly what I warned about in yesterday's video, where I said, if you see the Bitcoin price trading back up to this level of resistance, then make sure to pay attention to the price action because you can get another rejection from here. And so far, that is exactly what we have seen. So for now, the big level of resistance to pay attention to for Bitcoin is this 0.236 Fibonacci level, again at 58.2K. Now, as for the overall momentum in the market on this 1 day time frame, of course, recently we have been extremely bearish. And I do think that the momentum will continue to be bearish so long as we do not start making higher highs in the Bitcoin price. Now, if you guys have been following my videos recently, you know that I flipped much more bearish right here at around 70,000 US dollars. And after that, we saw a massive dump to the downside all the way down to about 53.5K. Now, what would make me flip more bullish here? One thing that I'm looking out for is actually this descending line of resistance in blue that you can see. Currently, it is sitting at about 60.5K, although of course this does trend down over time. So breaking this trend line is one thing I'm looking out for. And the second thing is clearing above this previous high that is sitting at about 63.8K. Because if we make a higher high here and then a higher low, then we are getting a different kind of structure for the Bitcoin price. And I do think that at some point we will be getting much higher price action for Bitcoin. But so long as these two things don't happen, we are actually in a downtrend and we can continue to go down much lower here, of course. Now, two quick things for the Bitcoin price that are somewhat bullish. First of all, we filled the CME gap from last weekend, so we no longer have to worry about this. That's why I'm actually removing it from the chart right away. And besides that, we still have this bullish divergence playing out, which is whenever you have lower lows in the Bitcoin price and higher lows in the RSI momentum indicator. And typically you will see a break from all of the bearish price action. And this can be with either some choppy sideways price action or potentially even a little bit of bullish momentum. Now, in terms of invalidation for this bullish divergence, it would be if you see the price breaking this trend line or if you see the RSI breaking this trend line right here. Now moving on to the support and resistance levels for Bitcoin and taking a look at this 4-hour time frame. Recently in my videos, I was kind of debating about if this was a level of support or a level of resistance and decided to keep it as a level of resistance for now. And so far we have seen that first rejection and then another rejection from there. So I would definitely confirm that this is now a level of resistance for the Bitcoin price, which is sitting from 56.5K all the way up to 58,000 US dollars. Although in the case that you see Bitcoin breaking above this previous high, which is sitting at about 58.5K, then likely we are heading up into this next big level of resistance, sitting from 60,000 all the way up to 62.4K. Although for now we have seen a rejection from here, so also make sure to look to the downside. For example, this previous low could act as a level of short-term support, sitting at 53.6K. But if we really get some strong selling pressure here from the Bitcoin ETFs, for example, then we will likely fall into this next big level of support, sitting from 53K all the way down to 50,000 US dollars for the Bitcoin price. Now, before I continue with the Bitcoin analysis here, if you want to get access to my trading signals, then go to the video description and join the Discord community with the first link that you find in there. As you can see from these screenshots right here, people are getting some insane wins in these trading signals. So make sure you join the Discord community if you are new to trading or you just want some help with leverage trading in general. Once you join the Discord community, simply go to this channel called Support Tickets. You open a support ticket. And from there, just tag me in there saying that you want access to the trading signals. It is completely free. All you need to do is simply follow these 3 steps right here. And you can find these 3 steps in the trading signals access channel. So I recommend checking that out. Now moving on to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. First of all, on this 3-day time frame, where right now you can see that most of the liquidity is to the upside, although we do have quite a bit of liquidity all the way down here at 54K. So both of these levels could attract the Bitcoin price, because in the case that you don't know, typically Bitcoin gets attracted to where there is the most liquidity on this chart. So this big liquidity to the upside of about $170 million are people that are shorting the Bitcoin price that will lose their money on their trade if Bitcoin reaches 58.7K. And zooming out to this 3-month time frame, you can see that we have been taking out massive liquidity to the downside right here. For example, right here, there was like $3 billion worth of longs that got liquidated. And then here, another $3 billion worth of longs getting liquidated. So a lot of people are losing money by longing the Bitcoin price recently. And of course, people that are shorting the Bitcoin price are making a killing. So that's personally why I prefer trading as well over simply just spot holding, because you can short the Bitcoin price and actually profit from these downtrends instead of just losing money if you are holding spot. So that is an important difference between spot trading and futures trading. Either way, as for this liquidity to the upside on the 3-month time frame, we have about $7 billion worth of liquidity sitting at 72.3K. So of course, for now, the trend is down. But if we get that reversal signal at some point, then I do think we are going to take out this massive level of liquidity at some point, so long as the bull run continues. Now, one thing that I'm looking out for to determine what is actually going on these higher time frames is actually this descending channel on the 1-day time frame, where so long as we are trading inside this range, I believe that we are simply consolidating and that we can reach the bottom of the range and the top of the range. And currently that top of the range is sitting at about 69,000 US dollars. And I know that right now this seems completely ridiculous, but guys, I flipped bearish right here at 70K. And I was saying on this entire move to the downside, every single day in my videos, we can reach the bottom of the range, and no one wanted to really hear it, I believe. Everyone was still bullish up until like this point or something, and then everyone flipped bearish. But so long as we are trading inside the range, we can go to the top and the bottom of the range. And right now we are simply at the bottom of the range. So in my opinion, at least, there is no need to panic just yet, unless we lose this level of support on the daily or weekly time frame, or we lose this level of support on the weekly time frame as well, because that would be a very bearish indication. But for now, I am not really stressing. In fact, I actually bought some Bitcoin earlier today at about 55K. Now, in conclusion though, for now, I do think we are still in a downtrend because we haven't seen that clear reversal signal yet. Like, for example, breaking this trend line, as I was talking about earlier in the video. And so long as we don't do that, the momentum will be bearish as far as I'm concerned, unless we, of course, break this previous high like I was talking about earlier. So that is just my analysis on the market for now. This has been today's market update. Thank you very much for watching once again. Don't forget to join the Discord community and get access to my trading signals. Like I said earlier, it is completely free. All you need to do is follow these steps and then open a support ticket. So go check that out. You can find the link in the video description, like I said earlier as well. So yeah, thank you for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.